In an absolutely shocking case, a dying mother waited an hour for an ambulance to arrive and made 6 999 calls. Bina Patel, 56, of Ashton-under-Lyne in Tameside, Manchester, suffered an episode of cardiac arrest at her home in the early morning hours of the 11th of October 2021.
Ambulance service, is the patient breathing?
Can I get an ambulance, please?
Is the patient breathing?
Struggling.
Okay, is the patient awake?
Yes.
Alright, just tell me exactly what's happened.
She's finding it difficult to breathe.
Alright, are you with her at the moment?
Yeah.
Just going to ask a few questions, but they're not delaying the help. How old is she?
Mum, how old are you? 50? 56.
We will get an ambulance out to you as soon as possible, or as soon as we have an ambulance available.
Okay.
We are very busy this morning, but we will be there with you as quick as we can, alright? Some of the wait times have been up to and around an hour, but we're planning to get there just as quick as we can do for you. Ambulance is breathing.
She's struggling now.
Okay.
I have called an ambulance.
Is the patient awake?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me exactly.
Sorry, say that again.
Tell me exactly what happened.
She's struggling to breathe.
Okay.
She's not dying. She's just. I think she's struggling.
Okay. Okay. I'm organising help for you now, so stay on the line and I'll tell you exactly what to do next.
Okay.
If there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now in case we need it later. Okay, we're very busy and we aim to be with you as soon as possible, or as soon as we have an ambulance available. Currently, it's likely it could be over an hour and a half.
Ambulance service, is the patient breathing?
Yeah, but it's getting worse.
Is the patient awake?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me what's happened.
She can't breathe. I rang an ambulance about half an hour ago, and I've just rang back 10 minutes ago, but now it's just like getting critical.
Okay, so has the patient's condition got worse since the last call? Okay, so I can see that some help has been arranged. I do apologise for the delay. We are just extremely busy and that's what's causing these delays. Okay. Ambulance service, is the patient breathing?
Kind of, yeah. I've already logged the call.
Is the patient awake?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so you've already called for an ambulance, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Patient's
condition
mouth
got
is
worse?
going all white.
Sorry?
Patient's mouth's going all white. She's probably going to die.
Okay, just stay on the line with me, okay. So just tell me exactly what's happened.
Sorry, say that again.
Tell me exactly what's happened.
She's struggling to breathe.
Thank you. Just getting this all updated, okay. So, I can see that some help has been arranged. You are just extremely busy, okay? You need to calm down. Keep reassuring her, okay?
They're coming, they're on the way, they're here, they'll be here in a couple of minutes.
Concentrate on her breathing instead of shouting, okay?
Yeah, just concentrate on your breathing. I told you. Deep breath.
Okay,
Deep breath,
just with
you
you saying she's
can.
getting
Stop
worse,
thinking
I
about
will
it.
need to re-triage her, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, just stay on the line. Deep breathe. Do this, alright.
You can do it. Deep breath.
You just stay on the line with me, alright?
Deep breath, man.
That's it, just keep reassuring her like that. You're doing really
Deep
well,
breath.
okay?
Deep breath. No, you're not. Deep breath. Breath.
I'm dying.
Deep breath. Deep breath. You're not dying. Deep breath.
How old is she?
56.
Thank you. So just keep doing what you're doing, okay? I can see she is down for an emergency response, so it will just be the next available vehicle we've got in the area, okay?
Okay. Bina, relax. Just...
Is the patient breathing?
No.
Right, so
I don't know. She's lost a lot of breath.
Tell me exactly what's happening.
We logged the call half an hour ago. She can't breathe. Bina, relax. Just relax.
Is that her screaming?
She can't breathe at all now.
Her screaming? What's the address of the emergency?
To breathe for the past hour.
Okay.
She's been struggling.
Are you with her right now?
Yeah.
How old is she?
56.
Alright, okay. So I'll put all that further information in. Alright. I do need to hang up now for the sake of the call.
Is there any way that I can help her breathing in the meantime?
No, we just say watch her and look for any changes, okay?
Okay.
Unfortunately, Bina passed away that night with her son by her side. He blamed the North West Ambulance Service, which serves the counties of Greater Manchester, Cheshire, Merseyside, Cumbria and Lancashire, for arriving at the house too late. In the weeks following the tragedy, he demanded answers, saying, "My mum suffocated for almost an hour, and that her life could have been saved." It comes as new figures revealed patients suffering heart attacks and strokes are waiting for more than an hour for an ambulance amid crippling NHS pressure. Bina, who worked in the town's local Asda as a cashier for 15 years, had been out to meet friends in Leicester on the 10th of October before returning home and heading to bed. All seemed well, and she was happy according to her son. But in the early hours of the next morning, Ashkay, who was her son, woke to the sounds of her shouting for his help, frightened that she was struggling to breathe. The pair, who shared a home together after the death of Bina's husband, tried to calm Bina's breathing, but to no avail. When her condition deteriorated, he claimed he made his first of many 999 calls, asking for an ambulance just after 2:30 a.m. The times of the calls following the initial report at 2:30 a.m. were 2:52, 3:03, 3:10, 3:17, 3:23 and another a few seconds later. During the call at 2:52 a.m, the call handler can be heard saying that the wait for an ambulance is an hour and a half. In the second recording from the call at 3:17 a.m, Ashkay tells the emergency service that his mother has now stopped breathing entirely. A call handler can be heard saying that there was nothing that he could do to help, and that he should wait for the paramedics. The call handler then says that they have another call coming up, and they have to hang up.
It is a shrine to a beloved mother who should still be here today. Bina's son firmly believes her death could have been avoided. For 1 hour on one night in October, Akshay tried desperately not only to keep her alive, but also to get her an ambulance.
No one should go through anything like that ever in their life, and I just, sometimes I think, could I have done more? But what can I do, I'm not a doctor. I called the people that I think, that should have come and helped. The situation could have been different if they arrived on time, and I genuinely believe the system is broken. I mean, we waited a time that no one in the world should have to wait for an ambulance. And that's, it's beyond a joke.
Akshay now wants answers, and the North West Ambulance Service is investigating why it took nearly an hour to get to them. But sadly, his story is not unique. The average response time for a Category 2 call, like the one Akshay was making, is currently 53 minutes. That's nearly triple the 18-minute target. In the North West, patients waited even longer, an hour and 7 minutes. The problem is that hospitals are full.
So an ambulance crew would often do 7 or 8 calls in a 12-hour shift, but actually what they're doing is they're doing 1 or 2 calls. We're hearing of crews starting their shift, picking the first patient up, going to the emergency department, staying there for 10 hours, waiting to offload a patient. So that one crew who'd seen 7 or 8 patients are seeing 1 or 2.
And that's having a huge impact on patients?
Massive impact on patients, and those patients are coming to harm.
Ashkay and his brother hope to raise money in her memory for their local temple and the British Heart Foundation. This next 999 call was posted to YouTube on the 19th of September 2017 by the Scottish Fire and Rescue Service channel. If you couldn't already tell, this call is from Scotland.
Hello, you're connected to the fire brigade. Go ahead now.
Hi, my flat's on fire.
What's
Please.
your address?
Yeah, I'm top flat.
You're
My
in the top flat?
Yeah.
Right, if you get out of the house, the fire brigade will attend.
I can't get out the house. My flat's on fire. My front door's on fire.
It's your front door that's on fire?
Uh-huh.
Right, now, which room are you in the house?
I'm in my bedroom. My electricity's just went off.
Your electricity's went
Yeah.
off? I want you to go and open the bedroom window.
I can't get out my bedroom.
Have you got a window in the bedroom?
No.
No?
No. Will you please hurry?
They are already on the way. I'm going to try to help you whilst they're coming.
Oh, you need to hurry up.
Any sheets or blankets or pillows you can put along the bottom of
No.
You haven't?
No.
Nothing like that in your bedroom?
The fire.
Is the door shut? Is your bedroom door closed?
Yes.
Right. There's no
Oh, you need to hurry up, please.
You are on your way just now. Is there no window in your bedroom?
No, you need to hurry up.
Now, do you hear me?
Uh-huh.
You're going to be all right. I want you to get down onto the bedroom floor. Get down low. There's a lot less smoke down low.
My electricity's went off.
Your electricity's off, I know you're very scared, but I'm trying to help you whilst they're on their way. They are on their way just now. They're going to be there very shortly.
The fire's in here now.
The fire's in there now. Is it possible for you to get out of the room?
No. I can't find my way out the room now.
You can't find your way out of the room? Right. Are you down on your hands and knees on the floor? Hello? Right, you're there, right. Have you got that, your face down on the floor? Can you hear me? I can hear them. Try to make some noise so that they know exactly where you are. Hello? Shout out loud. Louder than that.
I'm in here.
Where about?
I'm here.
Where are you?
I'm in here.
You want me to tell me where?
I'm straight at the ears.
Talk to me.
The identity of the woman is unknown, and there isn't a lot of other information available about the call, but multiple sources say that she thankfully made it out alive. This next story is one that I'm sure you're familiar with if you're from the UK or Ireland, as my parents remember when this happened. I obviously didn't because I was only 7 when it happened, but it was big news over here. The 2010 Northumbria police manhunt took place from the 3rd of July to the 9th of July of that year. During those 6 days, 37-year-old Raoul Moat hid from the police in the counties of Tyne and Wear and Northumberland, both of which are in the northeast of England. The manhunt began because Raoul had shot and killed 29-year-old Chris Brown, a karate instructor, and wounded 22-year-old Samantha Stobbart, his ex-girlfriend. He had been hiding in their bushes at 2:40 a.m, and when Chris went to investigate, he was shot with a shotgun. Raoul Moat had a violent past. 2 days before the manhunt began, he was released from Durham Prison in County Durham for assaulting a 9-year-old relative of his. He had also shot Police Constable David Ratband at 12:45 a.m. on the 4th of July, while the constables sat in a police vehicle on the roundabout of the A1 and A69 roads near East Denton. Ratband was taken to Newcastle General Hospital in critical condition, with injuries to his head and upper body, but he survived. However, he was left permanently blind. The Guardian reported that Moat had called police 12 minutes before shooting the constable to taunt them and tell them what he was going to do. He did so again about 50 minutes after the shooting, during which he showed little remorse and complained that the police weren't taking him seriously enough.
Hello there, this is Big Gunman from Berkeley last night. My name is Raoul Moat. What I'm phoning about is to tell you exactly why I've done what I've done, right? Now, my girlfriend has been having an affair behind my back, but one of your officers, this gentleman that I shot last night, the karate instructor, right, been on to me, right, for years. He's hassled us, harassed us, he has just moaned he was alone. I went straight 6 years ago when I met her, and I've tried my best to have a normal life, and you just won't let up, right? He's moaned he was alone for 5 minutes. I can't drive down the street without the blue flashing lights, you know? You have stitched us up for years, you've been caught stitching us up. So the fact of the matter is, right, that she's having an affair with one of your officers. Was he not a police officer, I wouldn't have shot him.
Okay.
Simple as that, right? But the thing is, you know, it's been going on for a while. I went to jail, right?
Okay.
I got stitched up by you for hitting the kids, which I didn't do, right?
Right.
I went to jail for something I didn't do. Now, I could have took a community order, right?
Yeah.
But what happened is me and Sam had a discussion with the barrister. I went to jail. Within 3 to 4 weeks, the barrister promised us and let us down. She said she would have us on a retrial, get the not guilty, so me and my son would live together. I went to jail, right?
Hang on a minute, because you're losing me there, yeah.
Right? Well, I went to jail longer than I should have done for something I didn't do, right? Which justify that in your own head, right? And meanwhile, while I'm doing that for my missus, she's having an affair with one of your officers, right? And then when I come out, right, she's winding us up, saying that he's going to stitch us up using him, right? And, you know, that he's this, he's that, he's going to, because he's a multiple backbend, he's going to kick the ass all over the place.
Okay,
you know right? And I've had nothing but grief from her. I've had a good relationship with her for 6 years, which is why we've stayed together. I've gone straight, I've got a total legitimate life with her. I've opened a business, and I've been shafted. And you police have took too much off me over the years. You won't leave alone, and now you think you can take your missus. Now, I didn't mean to shoot her like that, right? That right? They deserved it, right? But she, right, you can see from the ballistics I've been altering those cartridges, right? That one was only half the powder. It was only meant to get a compensation, because obviously I'm not going to be around in a few days, right? It was meant to just give her a little injury so she could get loads of compensation. For you separate the bed. Now that I found out she's critical, I'm not happy about it. I didn't mean that. You know what I mean? To be honest, I'm quite surprised she is critical. You know? But I didn't mean that. But the fact of the matter is, I'm not coming in alive. You have hassled me for so many years. Come anywhere near me and I'll kill you. I've got 2 hostages at the minute, right? Come anywhere near me and I'll kill them as well. I'm coming to get you. I'm not on the run. I am coming to get you. You have made me unwell. You have made me do this because you just won't leave me out of, you know, you just won't leave us alone.
Can you confirm you've got 2 hostages?
I've confirmed I've got 2 hostages, yes.
Right. And where are you?
I'm not going to tell you where I am.
Okay, fair enough,
don't worry, right?
Yeah. Can I just confirm who you are? Can you give me your date of birth, please?
Yes, it's the 17th of June, 1973.
Right, okay then, thank you very much.
Right, I am very sorry for what's happened with Sam. That's not what I meant.
Right.
You know? But I'll tell you something else. This other idiot in the paper that's saying I pointed the gun, you know, he's had to, like, you know, he starts having to control him and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
He was accused, right? I heard rumours in jail that he was sleeping with my son. Now, I spoke to Tom Stark yesterday, and he said he heard the same rumours as well, but he didn't believe it was true, but he was definitely trying to get into her. So listen to me, but I'll tell you, he was the first one to run and hide upstairs, leaving his wife and leaving everybody else. You know what I mean? He didn't stand there and let a gun point at me, because had I pointed him, I would have shot him, because I do believe he was getting into her. There's been a lot of nonsense going on behind my back while I've been in jail. She's changed. She's not off changed. And every time I spoke to her and tried to be reasonable, she wouldn't let us anywhere near the bed.
Right.
She wouldn't go to the house, she wouldn't discuss anything, and she was threatening for one of your officers.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I've had enough. I've jailed made us unwell, I've came out with different kids. You know what I mean? I've lost everything through you. Right? You just won't leave us alone, right? So at the end of the day, you killed me and him before that trigger was ever pulled.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We are trying to help you, yeah.
You're not trying to help us. You wanted me to do myself in, and I was going to do it until I found out about him properly and what was going on. And as soon as I found out, I thought, no, you've had too much from me. You've had too much from me. You'll get your chance to kill us, right? You'll get your chance to kill us.
No, okay? We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that.
You do want me to kill myself, but I'm going to give you a chance, because I am hunting for officers now.
In the early evening of the 9th of July, residents of Rothbury, Northumberland, were told to stay indoors because a major security operation was taking place. News agencies reported that an individual resembling Moat had been surrounded by police and was holding a gun to his head. With a 110-yard cordon established on the north bank of the Rigger Coquette, close to a rainwater culvert which runs under the village, police negotiated with the suspect, who was holding a sawn-off shotgun to his neck. Food and water was reportedly brought to Moat during the confrontation, and his best friend, Tony Laidler, was escorted to the scene by authorities in an attempt to persuade him to surrender. At approximately 1:15 a.m. on the 10th of July, news agencies reported that at least one shot had been fired in the vicinity of the standoff. At 1:34 a.m, a police spokesman stated that a shot or shots had been fired and the suspect had a gunshot wound. It was reported by multiple sources that police jumped on the suspect and that police and an ambulance were seen moving towards the site. A statement from Northumbria Police said that no shots were fired by police officers and that Raoul Moat had shot himself. Thankfully, no officers were injured in the standoff. Moat was transferred to an ambulance and taken to Newcastle General Hospital, where he was pronounced dead at 2:20 a.m. shortly after arrival. Officially, the manhunt had ended. Tragically, on the 29th of February 2012, David Ratbury, the policeman who had been shot and blinded by Moat, was found dead in his home in the town of Blyth. He had hanged himself because he was struggling to come to terms with what had happened to him. On the 15th of March 2014, Lewis Maguire made a 999 call to the Police Service of Northern Ireland, or PSNI, after he murdered a man with a hammer.
Thank you. Hello, police emergency.
Hello, David. Listen, I have just arrived home here, mate, and there's blood all over my house, and my mate is lying here, and there's no fault in nothing at him.
Right, okay, so you've arrived home.
And
what's your name and address?
Oh my God, he's dead.
What's your name? What's your name?
Lewis Maguire. Yes, check his pulse. Check him out.
What's your name?
There's blood everywhere and everything.
Where are you?
11 Ardoyne Place.
11 Ardoyne Place. What's your name?
He's in a pool of blood.
What's your name?
Lewis Maguire. I'm only home.
Was it? Who's lying there injured?
Oh my God.
What do you call the guy that's lying there injured?
Eamon Ferguson. He's my friend.
And did you leave him in your flat?
He's been here for the last couple of days. I'm just home and he's blood everywhere.
Lewis and 33-year-old Christopher Power were at the house of Eamon Ferguson in Ardoyne Place in the north of Belfast. Lewis claimed in the 999 call that he had found Eamon dead, but in actuality, he had brutally murdered him with a hammer. On the 30th of November 2016, he was sentenced to 17 years in prison before being considered for parole, and Christopher was sentenced to 5 years for being an accomplice to the crime. On Saturday, the 6th of February 2021, 71-year-old David Wells made a call to 999 after he killed his 71-year-old wife Linda by stabbing her 74 times. The couple lived in Pontypool in South Wales, which is only 35 minutes from Cardiff, the Welsh capital.
Thank you. Police emergency, how can I help?
Please.
Yeah, you're through to police, how can I help?
Please.
How can I help?
I just killed the wife. Please.
You just what, sorry?
Please.
Yeah, how can I help you? You're through to the police. Is this an emergency?
Please.
Is this an emergency?
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
I think I just killed the wife.
Your wife, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your address? Are you at home?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the address there? As well, okay, so what's happened then between you and your wife today for this to have happened? Did you have an argument and...
Just call an ambulance and call the police.
Yeah, you're through to the police, that's fine, okay, so I'm putting a log on now and we'll call the ambulance out as well, okay, but what's happened?
I stabbed her.
You stabbed her, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, have you got a knife on you now?
Pardon?
Have you got a knife on you now?
No.
Where's your wife?
In bed.
She's led in bed, is she?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name?
Mags, M-A-W-G-S.
Is it David I'm speaking to?
David, yeah.
Hi, David, okay. I'm going to be sending help out to you now, okay? Is there a lot of blood, or...?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is she speaking to you, or do you think she's passed away?
Passed away, I think.
Okay. And what makes you think that? Can you see if she's still breathing, or is she talking?
I don't know.
Or...
I don't know, I just lost it.
You just lost it. So did you have an argument, did you?
I just lost it. Oh, just come, please, just help me.
You what, sorry?
Just help me.
On the 17th of March 2022, David was sentenced at Cardiff Crown Court to 20 years in prison. Regarding the motive, David said that he had killed his wife because she had good friends, an active social life, and a caring family. Linda had apparently told David in the summer of 2020 that she wanted a divorce because she wasn't happy with the marriage. In a victim impact statement, Mrs. Maggs' son, Andrew Minahan, said that the murder had turned their lives upside down and that the family was left sickened.